We're going off the rails on the crazy train. Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Off the Rails Podcast. I am Tony and I am joined with...
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am Ian.
And we're here today to just talk about things. We are the only two here today, and I hope, actually, I need someone to do a quality check.
All right, give me a sec.
Because sounds even coming through, and people could be listening to nothing right now.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm going to mute my mic and take it off.
All right, you mute your mic. Give your mic a little mute. Okay, yeah. So, we got some topics today. I'm going to go ahead and turn up the stream deck just a little bit more on here and see if that helps out. Hopefully, it's coming out really quiet. Let me hear. Here we go. Let's try doing this. I hope that does it. Maybe we need to turn up all of these. How about now? And do these. So I hope that does it. There's going to be a delay there. Yeah. Anything? Yes, totally should have done a test stream on this thing at some point in time. So, anyways, I am here and turning up all the volumes on this stuff. It's a little louder.
Testing a theory. I'm going to turn my mic all the way up.
Yes, I cannot make that any louder. There it goes.
There we go.
So I don't know what I did to make it louder, but we're going to go ahead and keep this the way that it is.
Yeah, kind of one of those, well, you fixed it, don't touch it, you might break it.
Yes, exactly.
Wow, I can almost hear myself running my tongue along the roof of my mouth. How sensitive this mic is.
It's so sensitive.
Yeah, just
It's
a
super-
nudge, just
super
a
sensitive.
nudge down,
Little nudge down.
just a nudge.
All right,
that
so,
is so much better.
like
Holy crap! That was just like
that was a rough start.
Not the roughest start we've had.
Not the roughest.
Definitely not the roughest.
Here we go. Okay, my soundboard. Yes. We got new sounds too. Yes. There it is.
Keep that one handy for how much I'm going to roast you tonight, just for existing.
Oh no! For that one, I've got the.
Oh, he needs some
I
milk.
got the.
Emotional damage.
I got that.
Okay, cool.
It's gonna go
That's
great.
really loud in my ear, but it's worth
well,
it.
Like I said, you could turn that down there and on there.
Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. 'Cause that was just
Super
really
loud.
in my ear. Yeah,
Just super loud.
that was
just
painfully
the
loud in my
loudest
ear.
of all the louds.
Yeah.
Okay.
Um.
Oh wait, I better turn this down really quick because we need to send this out to people. Anyways, you said you had things
Yes.
to talk about to do the things.
I have a bit of a game for us, actually.
A game.
A game.
I'm terrified actually.
So you know that
To-
carnival machine that like guesses things.
Carnival machine that guesses things.
Usually, it's like the genie. Answer these questions. The genie will guess it.
No, I've never.
Commonly referred to maybe as an Akinator.
It's what?
The Akinator.
No, I've never heard of this.
Oh well, I have it on my phone now. There's an Akinator app. And it's
Akinator.
Akinator, and it's actually pretty accurate. It's pretty close. So think of a thing. Now, I will give you an option. You can think of a character,
Okay, I'm
real life or fiction,
Okay.
an object,
All right.
a movie or TV show, or an animal. Think of one and tell me at least what it is of those. Don't actually tell me what it is. Just tell me which category it falls under.
All right. What was the three things again?
4 things.
Four things. What was the four things again?
Characters, real or fiction. Objects, movies or TV shows, or animals.
Yes, this is all timed. I need you to take over for me.
Oh, okay. That's annoying. So, while Tony is responding to the man, ladies and gentlemen, I have been thinking that we as a society have gotten too complacent. I'm not going that far. Just chill. One of my off-screen people was giving me the eyes when I said society because I might or might not have some Ow! Don't hit me. Abuse. You guys hear it? Abuse on stream. I've been abused live. Ow! You hit me in the eye too. Anyways, we as a society have gotten too comfortable slinging insults behind a keyboard. I think we need to regress a little bit. We need to regress to like 1920s Chicago. And we need to look at every negative thing we might ever say to a person through the lens of, should I say this? Well, do I want my car to possibly explode? Yay or nay? And I feel like a lot of things that are said online would probably be mitigated with a thing of consequence. I think there's not enough consequence in people's actions daily. People will be wheeling it and dealing it too much. Wow, I am so sorry to everybody. That was incredibly loud. I was not expecting that to sound like I shoved my head in a blender. That was horrendous. Tony, please come back. I'm floundering without you. Tony, help. Tony, come back.
I'm back.
So I was saying that the Year Move Studios approved stance is that people should not post hateful comments online. I always said that we should regress as a society back to 1920s in Chicago and weigh every negative thing we say through the lens of, do I want my car to be possibly blown up for saying this? Yes or no? If no, maybe I shouldn't say it. And that is the Year Move Studios official stance on cyberbullying. Positivity.
It's like if I say no on this, I might be.
You hear here, folks. Tony's pro cyberbullying.
You see, I knew that was coming.
Yeah.
I knew that was coming. Oh man, I got a lot of this stuff that I gotta. There we go. I'm sorry. I'm just now getting to catch up with the social medias. Good Lord, it's everywhere. It's everywhere.
What's everywhere?
The social medias.
Well, Tony, we're doing a podcast.
I know.
Now's not the time to check your Facebook profile
I'm not on Facebook
or Instagram.
It is podcast related.
What do you want? Ooh,
Yeah, lady.
that's the sauce.
That's a sauce.
It's not done yet, but yeah.
I like thick sauce. I like thick sauce. I cannot lie.
Well, nope. I'm not gonna finish that sentence.
All right.
That is a struggle right there.
That's a struggle. It's.
Okay. So, anyways, back to the Akinator.
All right. Hold on. Why did that go so quick? I don't know what the deal is.
Is this supposed to be a bruh?
It's a bruh, but it was
Bruh.
like so.
That was a little better.
It was a little better. Yeah, I don't know.
Anyways, so character, real or fiction,
'Kay.
object, movie or TV show, animal. Pick one. Just tell me which one it is.
TV show.
Oh, dude, apple juice is the best. All right.
Why is there noises?
Because the app. The app was.
You're an app.
Your mom's an app. Okay. Is the main character.
Hold on. I got one for that.
You remember that episode of Friends where Ross has like the electric keyboard and he's trying to make music with all those like ridiculous sounds?
No.
Yeah, that's exactly you right now. You are Ross. You are Ross. Hear me, mortal. You are but a Ross.
You don't control me.
I almost didn't turn that back off. We would have went the whole
That-
podcast with that going.
That would have been hilarious. All right, now, is the main character a female in this show?
No.
Because Tony hates women.
Excuse me?
Yeah, you hate women.
I do not.
Either way, sexist. Does your movie or TV show have characters with superpowers?
Yes.
Do one or several protagonists of your movie or TV show wear superhero costumes?
Yes.
Is your movie or TV show part of the Marvel Universe?
No.
Does the main character have blonde hair? Don't show it to me. I want to be surprised too
No.
if it gets it right. Is it Arrow?
No. No.
No.
Now I need to double check something too.
Is your movie or TV show part of the DC Comics universe?
No, not DC. And I'm double checking the Marvel.
Is it a Japanese movie or TV show?
No.
Is it a cartoon?
Yes.
Does one of the main characters wear a mask?
No.
Is the main character bald?
No.
Does the main character often wear a hat?
No.
Is the main character of your movie or TV show an animal?
No.
Does the main character fly?
Not usually.
Is the main character a little boy?
No.
Is the movie or TV show for children?
Yes.
Does your movie or TV show have swords?
Sometimes.
Is it related to Disney?
No.
Is your movie or TV show a Netflix original?
No.
Is the main character of your movie or TV show a teenager?
No.
Didn't sound very sure there. Does the main character wear pants?
He is a teenager. Sorry. And
The pants,
Yes.
pants question isn't real anymore.
okay.
Does the main character have green eyes?
No.
Does it involve a group called the Crystal Gems?
No.
Does your TV show have Titans?
No.
Is it an American movie or TV show?
American.
Yes.
Yes. American.
Does the main character wear a helmet?
No.
Is there a monkey in this movie or TV show?
Not as part of the main cast.
It just asks. There's a monkey in it.
Yes.
Is the movie?
Is it linked to Lego?
Yeah. Does
No.
okay no. Does it have a lot of fight scenes?
Yes.
Does the main character have a green watch?
That's a good question. Let me double check. No.
Generator Rex.
No. But that's a good guess.
All right, now with that, he's going to go to a second round of guessing, but we're not going to get any awards for it because we weren't able to narrow it down enough for him the first time.
Yeah.
Is there a
'Cause you
super
suck.
heroine? Is there a superhero in your TV show?
Yes.
Also, homie, I'm just answering the questions that you answer. So how do I suck?
Because you're supposed to guess based off of my answers. And you can't.
Does Raymond Hatton play in your TV show?
No.
Does the main character
don't
have
even know
brown
who-
hair?
I don't even know who Raymond Hatton is. No.
Is the main character strong and muscular?
Sometimes.
I wish there was a sometimes option. All we got is
I
yes,
just go
probably.
with yes.
Does the main character have green hair?
No.
Did your movie or TV show release in the 1980s?
Question. I gotta pull up the Wikipedia.
The Wikipedia?
The Wikipedia. The 80s? The 80s? No.
Is there a group of friends?
Not that it revolves around.
Does the main character of your TV show wear a red and black costume?
Technically, yes.
Freakazoid.
Wow, that's pretty good, actually. It is, in fact, Freakazoid.
Yeah. Like I said, it's scarily good. Like I've pulled some very abstract picks, and I've only stumped it a few times.
Speaking of Generator Rex,
Mm-hmm.
oh man, that was a show.
I never really watched it
Why not?
because I was poor and I didn't have cable.
I guess that is the advantage to it coming out when it did, because I was an adult and I had adult money.
Yeah.
So I had cable and I had on demand, so I could watch it whenever.
Lucky you.
Yeah, streaming before streaming was a stream.
I like to stream in a pool.
In a pool.
Yes. Or a lake. So, we've seen a few movies recently we haven't gotten to talk about on air.
Oh yes, this is true. What movies would you like to speak about, sir?
Well, let's start with the one we saw most recently, Den of Thieves 2 Pantera.
Yeah, actually, so I kind of liked that one, but not as a sequel.
No, that was very much a movie on its own I enjoyed, but as a sequel, I felt it was very lackluster. I think the biggest thing for me.
I have a soundboard. I'm going to use it.
Anyways,
Lackluster.
why are we talking about your marriage?
Emotional damage.
That's gonna be ear rape for everyone who has to listen to it. that we're gonna actively lose subscribers because any poor soul who tunes into this is just gonna be bleeding from their ears because how loud that is.
I so wish that I could turn this down. Oh, hey, look at that. I can. Hold on. Maybe. Hold on. Okay. We need everyone to pay attention. Okay. Let us know how this is. Put in the chat if this is super loud.
That's actually pretty nice. And it's getting louder.
I turned it up.
Well, stop that. That's actually a really nice level where it's at. Just maybe don't
Just right there.
just tone it. Don't turn it up to ear bleedingly loud, and we're good.
Okay. You never let me have any fun.
That is in fact a complete lie. Ooh, thank you. My goodness gracious, on Friday.
Yes, food. For those of you at home that don't know, we constantly eat.
Yes.
I just discovered the emotional damage, dude. Really, David? You just now discovered that guy? Stephen He. Stephen He. All right. Anyways, you were talking about the movie.
Yeah, Den of Thieves 2 Pantera. Holy crap, that's good. Dude, that is homemade sourdough with garlic butter on it. Yeah.
Mm.
I think the biggest thing for me that the first one had, the second one didn't, is it had an ambiance, a vibe to it, if you will. Like whenever Big Nick was on screen, you felt there was a presence there. I think it was an interesting plot device to take him from the guy who was in charge to the guy who's kind of lowest on the totem pole. But I'm not like I think it's an interesting idea, but I just don't think it worked for me.
I don't think it worked. I don't think, and that for me is kind of what took it out as a sequel, because Big Nick in the first one was he just had that, what do you call it? That gravitas, that machismo, that charisma.
His first scene in the movie, depending on which version you watch, is him walking into a crime scene, making fun of a dead body, eating a dead man's donut, throwing the half-eaten donut in the crime scene, and then proceeding to roast an FBI agent for being a vegan.
I saw that version.
It's hilarious.
Yes, I saw that version. That was good.
I mean, it tells you everything you need to know about the character real quick, and I mean, even if he is kind of a piece of crap, he's still a very fun character to watch. Whereas, I feel like they stripped a little too much from him to make him desperate in this one. And
Yeah.
it's just I don't know.
They took him down really quick. I didn't like and that's what I didn't like about it.
Oh my god!
They made him from because Big Nick was he was kind of like the first one was a good cat and mouse type of thing, where he knew who was planning the heist, and he was just toying with him, to get him to mess up so that way he can, he can catch him. He can be that. And it was a do all things, type of detective, which, not a good guy.
Not a good guy by any means. I mean, the version I saw, the first scene you see Nick is him actively coming home after cheating on his wife all night and having his family taken away from him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, but I did, and yeah. So in the second movie also, it did kind of bounce between Nick is a tough guy, calls the shots, to Nick is just like a misunderstood.
Yeah. It felt very. Also, I will say the ending very much kind of ruined it for me. I would have. It felt like they were too afraid to commit to either ending, so they tried to give us two endings. When I wish they would have either. I would have been fine with either A, Nick deciding he enjoys being a thief and him fully turning his back on the police force and him becoming a criminal. Or I would have accepted him kind of trying to get I would have loved. I think my preferred ending would have been him doing the heist and everything, and right when they're getting arrested, he leans over to O'Shea Jackson's character and be like, "You remember that friend of mine who got killed? Yeah, this is for Baracho." And then have all the cops busted and take him down. It revealed that even no matter how friendly he was, he actually never let any of it go, and he was very much holding them responsible for his friend dying in that shootout.
Yeah.
And it feels like they tried to have their cake and eat it too, because first they do the whole, oh well, he's gonna he's or I'll even propose a third ending that I would have been okay with, where he arrests them, he goes into the interrogation room, he's like, well, I guess a tiger can't change its stripes, and then leaves, and then the guy gets broken out, and then it's revealed that like Nick helped him break out,
Mm-hmm.
which I was like, okay, then why'd you go through all the trouble of arresting him?
Yeah. Well, and that I would have accepted if it would have ended with him getting his job back as a law enforcement officer. That being said, that is very Fast and the Furious esque
Mhm.
because they did that already.
Well, for starters, Osage Jackson has actually gone on record saying he wants the kind of Fast and Furious Den of Thieves franchise. Like they're already in the process of getting a third one made.
Well, they better step up the third one a lot better than they did the second one.
Agreed. I will definitely say the third ending I would have been okay with is everything's the same right up until like I would have been okay with him betraying them, getting him arrested, him showing up and kind of rubbing in his face that you're a criminal, I'm a cop, tiger can't change its stripes, blah 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 blah. Or I would have even been okay with O'Shea Jackson being broke out. Here's the difference though. I don't want Nick to have helped him. I think what would have been really cool is for Nick to be like let me paint you a scene. Nick's back in his hotel room, kind of packing up, getting ready to go. And it was established earlier in the movie that he has no home left to go back to. He does never get to see his daughter, nothing. And have him kind of looking at a picture of his daughters, kind of just throwing stuff around. And then he gets a call. And it's the task force, that French task force, telling him, hey, you're not going to believe this. Your guy broke out. And the movie would have ended with Nick kind of chuckling because the race is back on. He gets to keep going. He gets to keep chasing. He now has a new purpose. He doesn't have to go back and spend his days idling by waiting for his daughter. He gets to keep hunting Fraulein. And would have ended with him like laughing and slamming his suitcase shut, grabbing his gun and running out of his room to go keep playing cops and robbers. I think that would have been a really good ending to kind of reset the status quo a bit, as opposed to I'm going to take down your entire crew full of people, including this one potential romance thing that Nick has going on with that one chick. Remember that?
Which was out of nowhere.
Yeah, completely out of nowhere. And then at the very end, he betrays all of them, gets them all sent to prison, and then like goes, I'm going to go talk to the mafia and actually get him broken out. And then we're going to go run heists together and be best friends. Like if I was O'Shea Jackson, I would never be able to trust him again because it's like, homie, you like betrayed me, got me arrested, then broke me out. What is your deal, bro?
Mm-hmm.
Like, there is no way you could ever trust him again after that. And I feel like they were trying to, appeal to both sides, but like by trying to appeal to both sides, they didn't really appeal to either side.
Yeah.
And so it's like, at first I thought, he was going full thief, and I was like, all right, interesting. Nick's never really been one for the Angels anyways, so him fully making the transition over to thief tracks.
Mm-hmm.
And then, oh no, he's a cop. Like, all right, cool. Nick is finally putting Fraulein away, putting Osage Jackson's character away. For life, I can't remember his character's name. All I remember him is Fraulein or Osage Jackson.
Fraulein. That's what we're just going to call him Fraulein.
Yeah, Fraulein. Put Fraulein away. Cool. I'm here for it. And then, well, no, actually, he's breaking him out. And I was like, okay. Well, make up your mind then. Quit trying to surprise the audience and just write a good story.
Yeah. That's one of those ones where it's like, you should have just, like, they didn't know where to leave off at.
Yeah.
I mean, and.
Or maybe they should have saved Nick turning heel for, like, the third movie in the franchise. Like, maybe then have him break him out. But I feel like having him go from cop to criminal to cop again, to criminal again. He went from cop to criminal to cop to criminal. He like flip-flopped twice.
Mm-hmm.
It was just too much in one movie.
Yeah. I think having the two of them both having to work for the new mob guy forcefully.
Yeah.
That would have been a good
Exactly.
ending. Yeah. That would probably would have been the preferable one. And then them having to work together to take him down. So
Mm-hmm.
he turned Nick crook, and then having to take down the new mob guy, he essentially turns Fraulein
Mm-hmm.
cop. I think. All right, let's get some things up here. Let's go over the chats. All right. He does a lot of stuff with Kirito with another channel called Anime IRL. I'll have to check that out. You guys should make a parody of Stephen He's videos, like quote unquote playing NBA 2K on white mode.
Yeah, I don't know how well we'd be able to do that because anytime you specify white anything nowadays, you automatically get called a racist. I don't know how much luck we'd have with that.
Yeah, I don't know, but it's a thing that we can at least we can play around with, at some point in time.
Mm-hmm.
What does this one do? I don't even know what this one does.
Oh no, that one. Stop it. Behave. The Industrial Revolution and its consequences.
Oh my gosh. This is how I felt after your explanation of that movie.
2,000 years later.
Yes, sir. I have a soundboard. No, I don't think so. It's don't be touching. All right. We got to get back on this. It'll be fine. DEI is dead. Wow. David coming in hot with the chat this tonight.
Yeah, hopefully.
What does this one do? I don't even know why I chose that one.
That makes two of us.
Yeah. Anyways,
Oh, man.
all right. Now we want to compare that with the
Yeah. Tony has shrunk.
Tony shrunk. Compare that with the other movie that we saw,
Sonic.
Sonic 3.
Yeah.
In fact. I actually really enjoyed Sonic 3.
As did I.
I liked it better than Sonic 2, but I still like Sonic 1 the most out of all three of them at this point in time. Jim Carrey is going to do Jim Carrey, and he did Jim Carrey very well.
He did Jim Carrey very well. I will say, I don't know.
The check.
I think the first one is my least favorite.
Is your least favorite?
It's good. It's not. I'm not saying anything bad about it. It's just. Might have to use that later. Anyways, but I don't think it holds up as good as the other two.
The cap.
Yeah, stop the cat. No, okay, go on. Go on with what you're saying.
I don't know. I just feel like Sonic alone with James Marsden, it was fun. But the whole family, trying to find a family thing, it felt like a very played out trope. of the guy coming to a new place trying to find his family. It's all
I mean, I don't think that that's what it was started off as.
that
It's
was the first movie. It was all about Sonic finding a new family.
unintentionally finding a new family with
Still-
another guy who was unintentionally finding a family. But like he wasn't out looking for one.
He kind of was though. He was actively stalking them at points.
I mean, yes.
Either way, it wasn't one I enjoyed as much. But I think the second one for me really did it. I loved the Sonic versus Knuckles aspect. I mean, especially after how overpowered Sonic felt in the first movie. Knuckles just catching him and hitting him with the "Do I look like I need your power?" before manhandling him across the movie. Loved it.
Yeah, the first half of Sonic 2, I absolutely agree with you.
I honestly enjoyed the second half too.
I did not.
And then I will say the third movie I enjoyed pretty much all the way through. I enjoyed how much they gave Sonic, and I was afraid that they would sideline Knuckles and Tails too much for Shadow and Sonic, but they didn't. They still gave. I mean, while yes, Knuckles was especially Knuckles because Knuckles is my favorite of the characters. They did give him less to do. Naturally, it wasn't his movie. Knuckles had his movie. Sonic 2 was pretty much Knuckles' movie.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. I really enjoyed how each one of the characters, like the team Sonic, felt like a team and had roles. Like when they're doing that heist in London, and Knuckles was the break glass in case of emergency, and then he just shows up and just wrecks the building, kind of deal.
Yeah,
Love
he
that.
did the thing.
Yeah, love that. I also love those kind of characters. The break glass in case of emergency characters. Those are ones I tend to grab.
It's a very you type of character, is what it is. It's just
I wouldn't say that, but all right. Again?
Yeah, hold on.
So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, I guess Tony is just not good enough for us. So let's read some comments here. Ooh,
I hope that wasn't just going through the stream deck.
I didn't hear it, but
That was a spam caller. Sorry.
I will definitely say, David, you should give it a try. Keanu did Sonic very well. Not Sonic, did Shadow very well, and it was just a very fun movie to watch.
It did.
I had a good time. It's definitely, maybe if you don't really want to watch it that much, wait till it comes to like Amazon Prime or something. But it definitely merits a watch.
Prime. I think it hits Paramount first, doesn't it? I don't know.
I
when
watch
it-
Paramount through Prime.
when it goes to streaming, you know. But yeah, I think they did. They actually did a really good job with 3. So here's the thing that I didn't like about 2. This is something that we actually discussed because Knuckles 2 is also my favorite character, and while canonically speaking, Knuckles is not very smart. Okay, in most of the mediums that he's presented in, he wasn't really dumb, except for in, what was it, Sonic? It was like the CGI.
Yeah, it was
Sonic.
the Netflix one.
Yeah, that was the only one where he was like dumb, but even then he wasn't dumb. And in Sonic 2, the movie, he went from menacing, articulate, powerful to I too like to play the bass of ball.
Well, I think part of it is I they may have overplayed the hand a slight bit, but I feel like that they weren't trying to go for dumb as much as like naive, culturally naive.
Yes.
He doesn't understand. Just like if I went to Bangladesh, I'd probably sound like Knuckles for a bit trying to figure things out.
I mean, as far as like sentence structure goes, yes, that is how that. I mean, and that's kind of like What most people don't realize is actually the reason why Yoda talks the way he does
Mhm.
is because Yoda is talking in because he's like over 900 years old
Mhm.
when we first met him, but he's talking in like old English style
Mhm.
where they put the was it the preposition in front of the subject or something like that. And that's the reason why Yoda talks that way. Now for Knuckles, that would work if that was the way he talked all the time, but it's not. It bounces between the two. Either he is super articulate, wise, and menacing, or he's a window licker, and there's no in between.
Well, it feels like that only it feels like he only becomes window lickery when it comes to things he's unfamiliar with. If he's familiar with it, he seems to be on top of his game 100%. Anytime a fight comes up or anything, he is Johnny on the spot on the ball.
And that right there is the what I'm referring to, though, because even Tails, who is not of the same culture, he still talks the exact same way. Shadow, who is not of the culture, but has also been frozen for 50 years.
Yeah, but Shadow also spent a lot of time with the culture before he was frozen.
He spent a lot of time with 50s culture, 1950s culture.
That
It's
could
a
have been really-
drastically different
That
culture.
could have been really fun to see in a couple instances.
That would have been really great.
That would have been some very not family friendly thing.
No, he had so I think and then the only one that actually culturally makes sense to be able to talk the way they do
Uh-huh.
is Sonic, and that's because when he transported to Earth when he was really young, and he like spent all that time spying, taking in media, learning things,
He pretty much
adapting
learned
to
how
it.
to be Earthling from TV.
Yeah, so I think that so it doesn't make sense that with Knuckles, and it's only Knuckles, it's one or the other. And for some reason, that type of discussion, the way that he winds up talking to when he's being dumb Knuckles is the
Mhm.
only way I'm gonna refer to it as. It doesn't sound good coming from Idris Elba.
It does sound a little much.
Yeah.
I'll give you that. His voice is definitely more given to grand monologues or do I look like I need your power?
To see that in the trailer, that do I look like I need your power? Oh, hold on. Do I look like I need your power? That
was pretty-
was just, I wanted that Knuckles.
I will definitely say also as well, it's very nice to see. I mean, one of the many favorite things that they showed Sonic and Knuckles pretty much as equals.
Is what?
Equals.
Sonic and Knuckles? Yeah, they did.
Which a lot of Sonic medium has gone to this thing of Sonic above all, and that why do we even need Knuckles? We have Sonic, and it's like no. No, do not slight
Well-
the red echidna. He is a bad mamma jamma.
Yeah, the echidnas are, I mean, it was supposed to be like the reason why he was developed in the first place, as far as like the comics and everything go, is that Sonic was the speed, Knuckles was supposed to be the strength,
Mm-hmm.
and Tails was obviously the brains.
Yeah.
That's the
Which-
way it was supposed to go. But no, they went away with this with like, and I get it, like golden infused chaos Sonic is above all, but he's
Yeah.
only supposed to be like that with the Chaos Emeralds.
Exactly. I will also say that the little bit of cable I did have as a kid growing up, there was a show, a Sonic show, and they're called Sonic X. You ever watch that?
Oh, so did
The anime Sonic,
yeah, where
Um,
he gets transported from the Sonic world into. I've seen all the Sonics actually, to be honest with you, except for Sonic Prime. That's the only one I haven't
Yeah.
watched because dumb.
No. I hate the character designs in it. They look really bad.
It's like, well, and you got like 5 different Sonics because he's like they did the spider into the Spider-Verse with Sonic, and it's just dumb.
But the Knuckles in that one, the Sonic X, was actually my first exposure to like the character of Knuckles, and so like
And that's an awesome Knuckles,
he
isn't it?
really is. He is a notch above the rest. I mean, I still remember the episode where Sonic's just talking mad crap, and Knuckles is like, "All right, put up or shut up." And then the entire episode is them fighting, and it ends in a stalemate because neither one can beat the other. And
Yeah.
I love that.
'Cause-
They truly made they made the characters feel like they had agency and like they didn't just need the blue blur to save them. Like there were plenty of episodes where Sonic wasn't around to help Knuckles, and I was like, Knuckles will be fine.
Yeah,
Knuckles got this.
Knuckles
As
got
we
this.
see Knuckles, punt one of Eggman's bots to the stratosphere, or uppercut its head off or something. It's like, yep, that's Knuckles.
Yeah, Knuckles,
fine.
Knuckles is gonna do Knuckles.
There's plenty of, especially in the later seasons where they're in like space and stuff, and like, you see Sonic come out to fight, and then what's this? Oh, fight serious. They're bringing Knuckles too. Like, I like that they made his character feel like a force multiplier. They made him feel like a presence to be reckoned with.
Yes,
He wasn't just, he's just some stupid side character to get saved. No, I can't even think of a time when Knuckles had to be saved. Even when Knuckles was at his worst, Knuckles saved himself.
accurate.
And those are the kind of characters I'm here for. I am not a fan of them purposely nerfing characters to make others look better. And that just goes to a whole bigger segment. But all that to say, I think one of the reasons I like Sonic 2 so much is they gave Knuckles his due.
I'll give you that one.
They truly made the Knuckles movie Knuckles grandifying to the point where he didn't beat Knuckles in a fight. He made a friend.
Yeah,
He-
he Goku'd Knuckles.
Pretty much. he didn't there was never really a point. I mean, even when Sonic saved Knuckles, it wasn't because he beat Knuckles. It was because the temple collapsed on him and he was actively trying to get out.
Mm-hmm.
So it isn't even like Sonic beat Knuckles. Gravity and force beat Knuckles.
Mm-hmm.
Knuckles was actively drowning. So he was oxygen deprived and covered in rubble, and he was still almost out before he succumbed and was saved by. So, all that to say, I like it when they give characters agency. Knuckles is my favorite character. Sonic 2 is my favorite of the movies because they give Knuckles his own agency that should be named the Knuckles Agency. That's how much agency they give him.
Yeah, no, I'll give you that one. All right, so let's get to the comics or the comments. I said let's get to the comics. I meant the comments, the chat. There we go. Hold on. I got one for this.
Tony over here like James Bond. Names Bond. James Bond. What? Bames Bond. James Bond. Uh-oh. Someone called the Bondulins. Bond of Strong. Love that meme.
Why you bully me?
All right. Read the comics, Tony.
No. All right, there we go. So never got the window lickery aspect from the first two movies. That's fine. That's fair. He's an uneducated traditional warrior. He probably feels that he's being sophisticated by talking that way. I feel as though that's a stretch because, like I said before, he's able to articulate in other ways, and then as an adult, and then in other aspects, he talks like a 4-year-old. So
David, I can see where you're coming from. I'm not sure if I'm 100% there yet, but if it was revealed in a movie, like if someone made a joke about it, and he's like, "Oh, I just do this because it's my culture to look down upon things I'm not familiar with and speak in such ways," then I'd believe it 100%, and I'd believe that was the way it was the entire time. I'm not sure yet, but I could. Same thing with Big. I feel the same way about this that I feel about Bigfoot. I don't know, but if I saw some irrefutable proof, I'd have zero difficulty believing it.
yeah,
That's a weird comparison, but it fits. I feel the exact same way about Knuckles' speech and Bigfoot. That is such a Venn diagram, but here we are.
it works. Alrighty, next.
Why the Taco Bell?
I don't know. I hit a button. It was there. We went with it. Okay. Let's see. But which one is supposed to be the swimmer? We got a runner, a climber, and a flyer. Isn't there actually one?
So Sonic can't water.
Sonic can't. No, Sonic cannot water.
Knuckles.
None of the
can
hedgehogs
kind
can
of
water. Knuckles has a. He can swim, but barely.
Yeah.
Tails has a submarine.
Tails has anything. Tails has tanks, Tails has planes, Tails has mechs, Tails have planes
Yeah.
that transform into mechs.
Tails is the Donatello of the Sonic.
He does machines.
Yes. He is the mechanist.
Indeed. I don't know. I mean, I know that Sonic and Shadow can both run across water. Especially because Shadow's got the little jet boot thing going on. He's not actually running. He's just kind of gliding.
Mm-hmm.
Surfing? Air surfing?
Skiing.
Skating.
Skiing.
Skiing.
Yeah.
Rocket skiing. Yeah. Kind of rocket skiing. Knuckles, I guess, can kind of swim. And he can glide, too. I don't know. I feel like Tails is probably the most inherently gifted one in the water because he can just fly across it with his tails.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if there is a water one. I mean, water is always kind of a struggle for the Sonic crew. Whereas I can think of several Sonic villains that do pretty. There's that crocodile they work with occasionally.
Oh, okay.
He's a crocodile. He probably does good in water.
There you go. We're gonna go with the crocodile. All right, next
We got a
up.
slider, a glider, and a drowner. I mean, if he keeps the knees high, he can probably get across the water. Sonic actively does run across water all the time.
Flyer, a glider, and a Oh, David, my friend. Now that I got this stream deck working, I'm so bringing you in on a Discord for this, for one of these streams because it's just gonna be beautiful.
Shadow is totally world, dude. That is so true. Yep, Shadow is rocket rollerblading.
Rocket rollerblading. He
Yeah.
is rocket blading.
He's rocket blading.
All right. So, do you think we'll get Were Hedgehog in Sonic 4?
I vehemently doubt it. However, with them showing not only Amy but
Cyborg,
Metal Sonic,
Metal Sonic. Yes.
I would love to see more Metal Sonic. I feel like we got a good teaser, but if that's all they ever show of Metal Sonic,
we saw
I would be sorely
11
disappointed.
Metal Sonics.
I want them to show us like the good Metal, the one who keeps Sonic, the one Sonic is scared of, because Sonic is scared of Metal Sonic. I want them to show the reason why he's afraid, because we saw 11 of them get dispatched by Amy. Just gonna rewind this. Give me the rewind sound effect.
Do it. Hold on.
Amy.
That was pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, Amy should not be soloing Metal Sonic, let alone 11 Metal Sonics.
Yeah. True beans. 100%.
So, I mean, the fact they showed 11 makes me feel like they're like either prototypes or like lesser copies of the original. Which, if she's fighting prototypes or lesser copies, that's fine because they're lesser than the real. But Amy should not be. She's not even in the same play. You know how people say you're not even in the same league, not in the same ball. She's not even playing the same sport as Metal Sonic. Like the power disparity is just, it's not there.
Yeah. All right. What do we got here? So, where's Metal Sonic? All right. Sonic X is one of the only times I really enjoyed Sonic, especially as a kid. Had an awesome
Dude, that
theme
theme
song
song.
too. Oh, Gotta Go Fast?
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, I have one Sonic related, Sonic adjacent theme song that beats it, but only barely.
I'm actually going to, hold on. Just for the audience at home, because I can do this now. Sonic X theme song.
Moving the speed of sound, push the hedgehog.
Yeah, we're just going to play a little bit of it.
Yeah.
Because, copyright.
Yeah, no, classic, dude.
Yes.
I feel super nostalgic myself. I love
Oh. And that's enough to get copyright
it.
struck.
Exactly. I will say there is one better Sonic related theme song.
Which is?
Theme song to Shadow the Hedgehog, the video game. I Am All of Me.
Okay.
It goes so hard.
Let's see. I love how Metal Sonic becomes
Because of
because of Super Mario Bros. Z, where he was an intimidating Cell knockoff.
I don't think I ever played that one, but yes, I will agree that
Wait,
Metal Sonic does have some Cell knockoff energy to him.
Super Mario Bros. Z.
Would you like more?
I will never turn down good food.
Cool, because I'm also going to get some more because I am Hungry.
So I don't know what Super Mario Bros. Z is.
Neither do
David, what is Super Mario Bros. Z? I am eagerly waiting. The David. And while I'm eagerly waiting, the David, oh, look at you just throwing shit around. Oh no, I did. I forgot that this is I forgot what we were doing. Here. There, I have admonished myself for that. Okay. Yep. FBI, open up! They're coming after me. The FBI is. Yeah.
If we were going to hold up the FBI, my house is a pretty good one to do it in.
No, so yeah, and then Sonic 3, get into the Sonic 3 one. I enjoyed it because the story was consistent, the characters were consistent. I actually like the fact that they avoided another Sonic versus Knuckles fight. Well, and I think that was the point, was that they wanted to tee up for one and then to kind of like subvert expectations. Yeah, well, I mean, as long as Ryan Johnson's not involved, right? You're gonna switch to Star Wars after we're done with Sonic. I am so down for some Star Wars talk. But yeah, I think I actually think that they, as far as subverting expectations, I think that they did that one really well, actually, because it showed Knuckles' faith in Sonic's leadership.
Yeah, that was really good. I really did like that when it looks like they're squaring up, but ready to throw down, and then he goes, "If this is what you feel you need to do, I will not help you, but I will not stop you. I trust you."
Yeah.
That was a really well done bit between Sonic and Knuckles. Okay, so moving over to Star Wars. Also, real quick, summarizing, as I like to say, moral of the story with the Sonic movies. So far, 3 for 3, you're doing really good.
Yes.
Keep this energy going, and you and Sega, you will have broken the video game movie curse.
Haven't they kind of already done that with it being a successful live action?
They have a successful live action trilogy.
I know. They already broke the curse with the one successful live action.
I feel like with how bad it is, they need to keep pushing before I call it broken. They're breaking it. But I wouldn't quite call it broken yet.
Not broken.
But if the Mario movies keep their quality too, which I am very excited to see the next one when it comes out, I think next year. I really like the Mario movie.
So, Mario movie,
Mhm.
really good. The Minecraft movie,
Never seen it, not going to.
I heard it was really bad.
Me too.
It was almost as bad as Borderlands.
That's one that I knew was going to be bad. Like the moment I saw the cast announcement, I was like, ooh. I was like, really?
I really want these movie producers to start understanding that just because you put someone in it
Mm.
doesn't make it a good movie.
Yeah.
You know, Borderlands has got Jack Black, Kevin Hart. They're like, yeah, these guys are loved. Obviously, the movie's going to be a success. Bombs out.
Mhm.
Minecraft, Jack Black, Jason Momoa. Bombs out. Putting a good actor, and I'm using quotations on that one, putting a good actor on there does not equal success.
Mm.
I cannot wait for a Paper Mario movie.
I would also watch that.
What is Paper Mario?
It is a video game series about Mario, but he's paper. Literally, that is it. Mario by paper,
Okay.
and like, there's a lot of paper related puns, and like one of the cool things is that like he has, at least the game I played, he has the ability to at will switch his axis. So like he's walking like this, so you can control this, but then he can flip and go this. So you have to solve puzzles by like You're like, you can get the secret areas by flipping, going down, and then coming back and flipping, going this way. It's really fun. I rather enjoyed playing Paper Mario when I did. I've kind of been feeling a desire to start assembling retro consoles in my house. I might start doing that. And if I do, Paper Mario will definitely be one of the games I get on one of my retro Nintendo consoles. Because it was really fun. Also, I gotta say, this fettuccine ruins all other, doesn't it?
Mm.
Like, I can't eat regular fettuccine anymore. I can only eat hers.
This is dope. This is really good.
Like, restaurant fettuccine is ruined for me at this point.
Restaurant fettuccine is prepackaged.
Not always.
I did. I do that a lot. Anyways. Yeah.
Christina coming home and seeing white stuff all over the front of your shirt.
So you hit the screen button. And then I caught her out of the corner of my eye. And it screwed with all of my senses together.
Get Shrek'd.
All right. Anyways.
All right. Back to what we were initially trying to talk about. At the
Yeah.
beginning.
Star Wars.
Star Wars.
Star Wars.
Stirrers.
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 All right. What about the stirs?
I watched a video where the original plan for the Kenobi movie
Mm-hmm.
was the original was supposed to be Kenobi trilogy was revealed. We were robbed.
You know how often we're getting robbed in
No,
media?
no. You don't understand. We were robbed. This was going to be the best thing to come out of Star Wars since Mandalorian Season 1 and the prequel trilogy.
Oh. Where do I find this?
So YouTube channel Star Wars Theory did.
I like that guy.
Not only did he do a giant breakdown reading the details, he actually did an interview with the dude who initially wrote what was going to be good before Disney decided to restructure and the TV shows not go with this guy. So he actually got everything. This movie series would have included such things as it would have been at least the first one would have felt like very much a buddy cop movie with Commander Cody and Obi-Wan.
That would have been awesome.
Cody. Anyways, Cody, after Revenge of the Sith, becomes somewhat sentient again, gets the chip out of his head, comes and finds Obi-Wan and is like, hey, I am so sorry I tried to kill you. I will spend the rest of my life trying to make it up to you. And so when Obi-Wan has to leave Tatooine for a reason, Cody is the one who stays behind and protects Luke. Because they're like, well, who could we rely? He's like, there's only two people that Obi-Wan would trust to stay behind and protect Luke: Ahsoka and a deprogrammed Cody. And there was supposed to be a big old bit where a bunch of there's supposed to be a really big speeder bike chase where this bounty hunter got a picture of Kenobi, was trying to get to the Imperials and send it out, and there was supposed to be a really good speeder bike chase between Kenobi and this bounty hunter, and if I remember correctly, Cody was supposed to kill him, and there was also supposed to be some other bounty hunters that Owen and Cody killed. Owen Lars also had a decent. Uncle Owen had a different, and there was supposed to be a protracted funny scene where they're like, all right, well, how do we get rid of bodies? We take them to the Sarlacc pit, where it's supposed to, so it was, the scene would have been, if I remember correctly, and if I'm saying it wrong, I apologize, but this is how I remember it. Scene would start with Owen and Cody throwing bodies down the Sarlacc pit. They'd see another dude roll up and they'd get all afraid, and then he starts throwing out Stormtrooper bodies, and they're kind of like, okay, yeah. So they're both throwing Stormtrooper bodies down the Sarlacc pit. And then this big old speeder would roll up, and this giant alien would get pushed down the Sarlacc pit, and it'd be this little Jawa. And that would have been the funny scene of, well, what do you do in Tatooine to get rid of bodies? You throw them down the Sarlacc pit. And so it's just like the neighborhood gathering at the local garbage heap to get rid of bodies. And then
That actually would have been really good to see. I'm
Yeah.
picturing that in my head.
Apparently, as well, Obi-Wan was supposed to meet Vader in this again, and they were supposed to have a very long and protracted lightsaber duel on a crashing space station that was crashing into a gas giant. And like those stations, like it was this like transportation, not like a bus station, but it's a space station.
Mhm.
All those people are getting and going and getting and going. And then at the very end, it's just Vader and Obi-Wan. And Obi-Wan would have lost. Because Obi-Wan's whole thing in this thing is he is disconnected from the Force. So he's trying to fight Vader and he loses the fight and ends up barely getting away with his life. Reva, that
Right.
character, would have told Vader that she killed Obi-Wan to help Obi-Wan escape, and Vader in his rage would have killed her. But it was described as something akin to, remember Alien Romulus when the space station is like falling into that asteroid field? Picture a lightsaber duel between Vader and Obi-Wan as a space station is like falling apart as it's falling into
Those
this
two are
gas giant.
so dramatic. I mean, their lightsaber duels always happen in like the most
extra places.
Yeah, the most extra of all places.
And as well, a big thing would have been Obi-Wan would have realized that he's trying, because he would have given Luke to Beru and Owen with the agreement that once Luke's like out of diaper stuff, he's going to come for Luke and train him the right way from an early childhood. And he's trying to force his will on it. And there was a scene early in the movie showing that Luke was actually vulnerable to the dark side, where Obi-Wan has like toddler Luke sitting down, and he's trying to get the ball. No, sit down, get the ball, get the ball, get the ball. And then there would have it would have shown that the ball like goes haywire and like breaks out a window or something, and it flashes to Luke, and Luke's got like a really angry look on his face.
Mm-hmm.
And Obi-Wan would have had, on Dagobah, where Luke has that vision where he's fighting Vader.
Yeah.
It turns out Obi-Wan would have had a similar experience where he was fighting a hooded figure with a Anakin Skywalker's lightsaber. So he thinks he's fighting Anakin, only for it to be revealed it's adult, de-aged Mark Hamill Luke. And he realizes in him trying to, in Luke being the New Hope, him trying to force this destiny upon Luke, he's pushing him down to the dark side by pushing him so much.
Yeah, just like they did with Anakin.
Mm-hmm. That because Obi-Wan hasn't learned his lesson yet. Obi-Wan is still Clone Wars General Kenobi. And so he's fighting, and he realizes he's fighting Luke.
Fallen Jedi.
Yeah.
Obi-Wan,
And
yeah.
so he kind of ends the series, ends the movie kind of understanding he needs to let go. And he's like, all right, I will watch Luke, but I will not, the Force will tell me when it is ready. I will not try and force him upon this. And another movie would have dealt with Obi-Wan realizing that he's going to die and that he needs to be okay with dying at the right moment. There would have been a bit of him kind of like rejecting, be like, no, I'm trying to help. I'm fighting. I'm one of the last fighters here.
Mhm.
And it kind of would have been Obi-Wan kind of coming to the realization that his destiny in the Force to become one with it, and he's going to need to die at a certain point, not just live a life. His life will be ended early, and he needs to be okay with that.
Mhm.
So that would have been another arc in one of the movies of him kind of getting to that as well, kind of having Force visions about that. Force Ghost Qui-Gon would have been a much bigger part than it was in the series. Force Ghost Qui-Gon would have been a big part in, I think, the second movie.
Yeah, like probably, I don't know, actually talk to him.
Yeah. There's also supposed to be a very fun. There was already like penned out softly a very funny interaction between Vader and Sidious, where Vader is angrily like, he's one of two threats in the universe. We need to get Obi-Wan. And Sidious like, that's Anakin Skywalker talking. You are Vader. And Sidious like, yeah, well, you should have handled it when you had the chance. Now you have to suffer. And Vader's like, yeah, well, Yoda's the other threat, and look what happened there. And that
Hold on. I want you to say that again really quick.
Yeah, well, the other threat's Yoda. And look what happened there.
I just wanted to see what it sounded like for Vader to be salty.
I mean, he would have said it in a much more eloquent way, but that was kind of the scene that was pointed out of.
I could
Oh,
just picture
oh,
him in his black helmet talking exactly the way you just did. So look what happened there.
Yeah, just completely just shit talking.
Get wrecked, nerd. Yeah.
Yeah, it went deeper.
Wait, Ted.
Sorry. I have soundboard now. I don't know how many times I'm going to say that during this stream.
Probably once or twice more.
All right, here we go. All right, let's get to some of these comments really quick. All right, he's talking about Super Paper Mario. It was okay. Nope, we're going to skip on that one. Also, Grandma Lilith is jarring. I don't know what that is. Star Wars, my favorite pastime.
Star Wars.
Star Wars. Yeah, Star Wars, my favorite pastime. All right, any good Star Wars movies coming out? Haven't heard anything good since Rogue One. You are correct. There hasn't been anything good since Rogue One. You know what I just realized? I just realized that the Dungeons and Dimwit
Yeah.
image has been up this entire time, and
Yeah.
this is an off the rails. Well, too late to change it now. Yeah, there hasn't been any good Star Wars movies that have come out since Rogue One, unfortunately. But there was, I think Disney is doing away with all the Star Wars movies, and they're just going with like straight to stream TV shows.
No, there's still a few movies coming out. They're actually getting ready to pen a new trilogy.
Oh, really?
Takes place after the sequel trilogy. Sounds like the Rey movie has been shelved or at least canceled. So good news, we're not getting a solo Rey movie.
I heard Daisy Ridley herself didn't like that movie.
I don't know about that, but
So like I remember vaguely like there was a thing on there of, yeah, why do we even need to have this?
yeah. And
Who wants a movie about a character that no one even cares about? It doesn't do the thing. Sorry, I'm playing with my knife. Anyways,
but I've heard it mentioned that apparently Daisy Ridley might come back to do it in like an Obi-Wan capacity, like think New Hope, Obi-Wan capacity as Rey.
So she's gonna die.
Really trying hard to really trying hard to not say what I want to say.
I got you, buddy.
Thank you. Anyways, no, but yeah, that's the only Star Wars news. You know what? You know what news I have heard?
What have you heard?
The Jurassic World Rebirth trailer comes out tomorrow. Doesn't know, Ian is a humongous, and I want to underline humongous,
Humongous.
Jurassic fan. I even liked the bad movies a bit. Although I will
It's
say,
true.
I will
though.
say, I have not watched Dominion since I saw it in theaters, and I doubt I will anytime soon. But like,
he almost defends even the bad ones.
because even in the bad ones, there's still good things to be found. I will say the good movies definitely outnumber the bad.
Yep.
But this, oh, I mean, what's cool about this one, Tony? I don't know if I probably have told you this, but I'm going to tell you it again. So the guy who wrote the first two scripts, David Kemp,
Yes.
he has come back to write this one, and they have said, and I quote, "We want to make dinosaurs scary again."
Oh, that would be so good.
And
the
the director is the guy who made 2014 Godzilla,
Oh, okay.
Gareth Edwards.
No, all right.
I know your opinions on this. I know you're not a huge Jurassic fan like I am. I'm going to see it first with her.
Of course.
If it's even a quarter as good as I think it's going to be, we might have to go see it too.
All right.
Comes out in July.
Dope.
Homie, I have been following this for since last year, like months and months now. Like I've been following casting announcements. There's like a leaked toy thing from Peru about a leaked Hasbro toy convention. I'll look at it in a minute. Don't ruin my steam. Of like these dinosaurs and stuff. Like, dude, it looks like it's gonna be so freaking cool.
The new one.
Yeah.
I really do want them to get back to making the dinosaurs like a force of nature.
Yeah.
That was my that was what I wanted to see out of a Godzilla movie.
Mhm.
It's actually what I've been wanting to see out of a lot of movies because they
Yeah.
haven't been making like any of them menacing or suspenseful or
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
anything like that.
The tagline has been, "We need to make dinosaurs scary again."
I like it. I'm down for this.
They've also said that there were scenes that was cut out of the first one that did not at all cover or mute any sound, not in the slightest.
So
that
sorry.
was
I gotta have my thumb on the button
you
next
do,
time.
you do. That was
I didn't
that was
listen.
not even
I
the
was
slightest bit muffled. You might as well put it inside your mouth.
dude. It was either that or sneeze on you.
Well, I'm glad you didn't do that, but like, mute your mic, homie.
I couldn't get to it.
It's lame. Anyways, so that's the big. There's actually some really cool Jurassic stuff just in general happening this year, potentially next year as well.
Mm.
So we have the movie, which apparently, if it does well, is going to spawn a new trilogy. Which, if it does, then I want to see it because
You're here for it.
if what I've heard now, I've heard a rumor in 1,000 that they're going to make this one rated R. Not been confirmed. No one in production or anything has said anything about it. There's been some industry rumors that it's going to be rated R. We'll find out tomorrow. I don't think they're going to. I don't think they want to lose that much revenue by making it rated R.
I don't know because like
But if they did, if they did,
I think they might roll the dice on it because that's what Ryan Reynolds did with Deadpool.
I don't know. I'm 80% expecting it to be PG-13.
Yeah.
However, if it is rated R, oh boy, it's going to be rated R.
Because everyone was like, "Who's gonna watch a rated R superhero movie?"
Dude, so many people.
Just so many people. So many people did.
yeah, no,
I've-
for real.
Proof of concept right there. Read it out loud.
No,
read it out loud.
You cannot make me.
You have to read it out
No.
loud. You are contractually obligated.
I have signed nothing, sir.
You are contractually obligated. I've read the last 17.
You can read that one too, bro.
Read it or I'll ruin Jurassic Park.
You can't. I love it too much.
I'll go with you while you watch it, and I will chew really loud through the entire movie.
You say that like I'm not going to throat punch you. We both know I will.
Lack of throat doesn't stop me from chewing. At least for 3 minutes.
Besides, I'm going to go see it with someone else before you. So even if you do,
I'm gonna stalk
like
you.
it.
I'm gonna stalk you. I don't even think I can't. This is a small town.
yeah, which means I'll recognize your beast of a vehicle or your little one.
I'll take a cab.
No, you won't.
You're right. I'm too cheap for
I
a
was about to
cab.
say, no, you won't. You don't lie to me.
Just way
You're
too-
too poor for that. That is the epitome of I call your bluff. There is nothing there. Fold.
Hold on, say that again. Fold.
Fold. I wish this is one of the few times when I wish we actually had video, a video camera, and we could like edit it like the unsub guys do. Because that would have been a perfect time to do that and then have my eyes do the glowing red as I point at you, just fold.
Finish him.
Oh, that's really good.
Yeah.
That's actually pretty close too.
Oh, I
Finish
have
him.
a soundboard.
That's pretty good. There it is. I told you it'd be one or two more times. But no, and then so we got that. We've got so you might roast me a little bit for this. You know that Netflix animated show, Chaos Theory? the Jurassic World. It was Camp Cretaceous, and then they made a sequel series called Jurassic.
I never watched it.
Did you know of its existence?
I think so. Yes,
I watch it just because I like Jurassic stuff.
of course.
The sequel series is actually not terrible.
It's not terrible.
It's not great. I don't think you'd like it very much, but it's not objectively bad. It's just I don't think it's your cup of tea.
What did he say?
Not my cup of tea. You're probably right. I just wanted to play that.
I was like, but for why?
I just wanted to play that.
You have the power. You need to use it responsibly and effectively.
I do.
With great power comes great responsibility.
Oh,
Like that. That is how you use it properly.
why is it still playing?
I don't know, but I'm just going to write it out.
Just gonna ride this out. Yep. But, oh, there it goes.
Yep,
Just
yep.
abrupt ending.
I wrote it out.
just cuts off right. Not even on a good note.
Middle of a C flat, just. For the record, if any music fans watch this in the future, I don't know what note that was. I guarantee you it was not a C flat. I was just making a joke. Chill.
Yeah.
Music humor. Let it go. I played instruments. I played notes before. I know these things.
Yes.
I've done these things.
He's done the things.
I've done the things.
Back in my day.
It's so stupid.
It is. It is.
Oh, it's so dumb. But so there's the animated TV show. Apparently, the last season of that's coming out this year, so that should be interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Then, one maybe two.
It was a D sharp.
Fair enough. Really lost my train of thought 'cause now I'm thinking music. Jurassic. All right, video games. So they have the Jurassic World Evolution video games, which are park builders, kind of like Sims.
Tycoons.
Yeah, kind of like Tycoon,
Mm-hmm.
which I see the appeal in, but it's not for me. I'm not a park builder.
Mm.
I played it. I played the second one once for like 2 hours because I randomly got a hankering for it, and then I just didn't have the patience to see it through.
Bro, I think I would love that actually because I used to not like Tycoons, but I've gotten really into Tycoons lately.
Well, they have Jurassic World Evolution 2 on Game Pass right now, so if you did want to download and play it, you could. I am 95% sure I saw it yesterday when I was putting around looking for games.
I might think about it because like I'm playing a lot of Minecraft with one of my daughters,
Mhm.
and then we got Pirates.
That's fun.
Yep, and then Pressure Washer Simulator.
Yeah, no, well, I mean, this one you get to make a theme park with dinosaurs, so it's a fun time for real. For real, for real. But there's another. One could even say the big kahuna of the Jurassic things for this year.
What is it?
Well, to double down on we need to make dinosaurs scary again. What if, my friend, I posed to you, in this weird relative dimension we live in, I posed to you a query. What if a game came out? A game set 2 hours after the end of the original Jurassic Park. A game where a scientist was left behind on the island.
Yeah, that'd be
Fences are
terrifying.
down. There's no one coming back to help you. Nothing works.
It's like Green Hell, but for Jurassic Park.
Think Alien Isolation.
Never played it. Never even seen gameplay of it.
That saddens me. So yeah, a game that has been announced, a game that has a trailer. Jurassic Park Survival. Now, I will say the main character does bear a certain resemblance to a notable online entity. resemblance to a certain mattress actress aside, yeah, I'll show you a picture later. It is actually, I'll just show it to you right now.
Yes, you can show it to me right now.
You will. So I'm going to show you first. I'm going to show you a picture of said mattress actress, so you can understand who I'm talking about,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'll show you a picture of the video game character and why we are all laughing because we think it's pretty much the exact same person.
All right. In the meantime, let's go ahead and look at the comments. Let's see. At this point, I wouldn't be surprised if we get an R2D2 spinoff where he gets a romantic relationship with an Imperial Rabbot. Yeah, you know what? You're probably right. They did actually have a relatively good one not too long ago that Disney already canceled, and I can't remember what it was called.
So,
All right, what is? Of course, it's that one.
so that one, all right, okay. Remember that face.
Okay. Do for the non-music D sharp and C flat are the same. Get it?
It's like
All right. Well, we'll go over that later. When are we getting the Jurassic Park on Kong Island movie, where the dinosaurs are running from Godzilla?
I don't think we are.
I think that was already a thing, wasn't it?
So I can only imagine the modding community is gonna have some much fun
That
with
is
that.
not gonna be. There's so much wrong with that right there.
Yeah, no. So that is in fact the main character. Her character name is Dr. Maya Joshi, and that is the main character of Jurassic Park Survival. So
Yes, Tony got a soundboard.
funny resemblance. Oh. Stop it.
Yes, all the buttons.
So aside from that hilarious similarity aside, it's looking to be a first-person survival horror shooter set on Isla Nublar. 2 hours, I believe it's 2 hours after the end of the movie, where Grant and everyone loads on the helicopter and flies away.
And they just left her there. Nerd.
So as far as we know, the fences are down, everything is free, and no one knows she's there or is coming back to help her. You are just on that island alone. If that isn't nightmare fuel in a handbasket, I don't know what is. Because good God, no. Especially considering
Not what that was.
you should really stop that noise.
I wish I could. What is going on here? There we go. So it was titled Nerd. So I thought it was just like Homer Simpson shouting nerd.
So you no more.
Nope.
No more.
It's my soundboard.
No more. We're done. We're done for that. You can play with that one.
I want my soundboard back. Right now.
Yeah, well, we all want things in life we don't get.
All right. There's going to be so much of this going on.
I'm well aware.
I have a soundboard.
And there's the second time. I told you it was gonna be at least 2 more times. I told you.
Anyways, no, that game actually, the premise behind it sounds amazing.
Mhm.
The lead character model,
Hilarious.
hilarious. Totally would give that one a go.
Yeah, I bet you would.
Rude. Not okay behavior, sir. Nope.
What about Rexes that turn invisible? Fun fact, no, that's never been a thing that T-Rexes do. However,
The
in the
Irex.
books, the Carnotaurus could shift its colors.
Like an octopus.
Kind of. Think more chameleon. Because, it's not aquatic or bearing tentacles.
But I was just talking about the shifting ability.
Yes. So, T-Rexes never could turn invisible, but the Carnotaurus could. That's actually a really cool little subplot about that.
Yes.
But all of that aside, yeah, it's looking like it's going to be a good year for Jurassic fans, which, given the last couple years of what we actually have gotten, we could use a good year.
We could use a good year of movies, period.
All in all, we've had a decent.
It's been
Start.
progressively getting better.
For starters, we've had a pretty good first couple movies of the year.
There's a couple of what is it? There's a production company out there that's kind of like hit and miss. A24.
Yeah, I'm not really a huge fan of a lot of their things. They're the ones that made that really garbage Civil War movie.
I didn't think it was garbage. I think it was falsely advertised. It was almost intentionally misleading. And I think they could have done something good with the Y2K movie instead of making it like what's that one 80s movie where the machines kill everyone? It had Emilio Estevez in it.
Maximum Overdrive, I think.
Yeah, that's it, Maximum Overdrive. Because that's essentially what it is
Mhm.
Maximum Overdrive. I thought my laptop just shut down. I would, but for some reason, if I lower the volume on the soundboard at all at this point in time, it lowers all of our vocals to our mics. And it's probably because I don't have the right headset and microphone setup into the Stream Deck right now. So I'm working on getting the proper equipment for the Stream Deck so that we'll have proper mics and headsets and things like that.
Yeah.
So
last year was a pretty good year for Indiana Jones fans. Indiana Jones and the Great Circle. A first-person action-adventure game.
hold on, I am going to interrupt you for this one. David says, okay, I know what would make a dinosaur scarier. Have a dinosaur that self-identifies.
Well, that's the cool thing about having a self-identifying, animal that isn't a human. They can identify one way. I can identify them dead after I shoot them 7 times. It's
I really hope I said that quiet enough.
I don't think you did, but that is actually one of the funniest things I've ever heard. I'm gonna have to use that joke later. I'm 100% plagiarizing that joke. I'm gonna just keep it real with you, bro. That is hilarious.
Oh, and I haven't had any alcohol tonight.
Oh, that is funny.
Oh my gosh. Okay, anyways, going on. We gotta move on from this. I'm gonna get canceled.
Oh, that is good. That is horrible. That is good. All right.
What were you talking about? Something about a game?
Indiana Jones and the Great Circle.
Yes.
Really good game. Really fun game. It feels like a worthy story to be put up with the classic trilogy. Like, it is the best indie story to come out since The Last Crusade, in my humble opinion.
Yeah, I mean, from what I hear good things about it. So, mostly from you.
Yeah, I am very excited for the DLC to come out so I can keep playing.
That is so, like, not to get on like a bit of an emotional beat or whatnot. I was actually really happy for you that you found that, because I remember going to watch The Dial of Dementia with you. and the amount of emotional distraught on your face afterwards. The fact that it was you that was like, you want to go get a drink.
Look, man, there are two franchises that are like the most integral and precious to me as a person: Jurassic Park, Indiana Jones, and they
You're with Ian, you'll get canceled anyway.
yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah. I'm trying to be good, though. I've got some things going on in my life that I'm trying to be good for.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if it works out for me afterwards, then yeah, I'll just, once I'm in, I'm in.
Just gonna let it fly.
But for right now, I'm trying to be good. I'm trying to be a good little noodle.
Oh, when we're done here, I got to show you a thing. Goals.
Copy. But yeah, no, I'm just really those two franchises just they mean a lot to me. And seeing how they've been treated, it makes me sad.
I kind of felt that way with Star Wars, although
Mhm.
I wasn't as emotionally tied to Star Wars as you are to Indiana Jones. But to see
Yeah.
the decline, I can't think of a of a movie franchise or a show at this point in time that I've watched that has genuinely upset me with the way that they went.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, you've never seen a movie make me as mad as Dial of Destiny made me.
Yeah, no, that was, yeah, it was you walked out of that theater angry.
Yeah.
It was sad. It was kind of a sad day. But hey, game good,
Game amazing.
game amazing.
If we had to suffer through the bad karma of, dysentery and dementia and Kingdom of the Crystal Crap to get Great Circle, the scales, in my opinion, have balanced themselves.
Mm.
Because it is just that good of a story. It's such a classic Indiana Jones story. Indy going on an adventure, fighting the Nazis. It's that simple.
And that's all there needs to be.
That's all there needs to be. A fun female character, a fun female lead, who doesn't spend the entire time emasculating him, talking down to him, who is both competent but also allowed to be the side. She's not the main character. She doesn't need to be the main character. And they do a very good job of giving her things to do, but not making her the main character. Indy is not playing side fiddle in his own game.
Mm-hmm. I don't think so too much with that one, David.
Yeah, we're still going to play that one a little safe because even if,
Especially with your move studios.
yeah. Now, if this was a different thing, then, we'd be having a different conversation.
Yeah. Your move studios never really dabbled too much into that
Yeah.
area.
But
But I'm gonna message you.
have you not told them?
I haven't told anyone.
Ah.
Like
Alright then.
like I said, Kenny found out because he saw our video. That's how Kenny found out.
Yeah. Yeah.
And also Taylor.
She saw the video?
Yeah.
Oh.
I think she actually follows us.
Funny. Anyways, get away from that. We shouldn't be talking about that on the YMS channel. That's
That's why I didn't say anything other than
sorry.
that.
I
I
was
told him I
trying
was
to-
just gonna message him afterwards.
Yeah, sorry. My bad. Wasn't trying to do anything else. Anyways,
Don't fire me.
I'm a partner. You can't fire me.
Words.
Started watched the first two Hangover movies yesterday.
I own all three.
As do I.
Ugh.
I bought the 3-pack at Walmart.
The third one,
I Okay, don't actually talk too much about the third one. I was planning to watch it either tonight.
Oh, you
or
haven't seen
tomorrow.
it yet?
No,
Alright.
I've seen it. I haven't seen it in a very long time. I remember
I'm
very,
not,
very little
I'm
about
not
it.
gonna say anything about it. Not gonna say. I'm just gonna say this: the first one is the best.
Hilarious. The second one's not bad either, though. The second one's also pretty funny.
It is funny in its own right.
Yeah.
It is good, and it is a good sequel.
I will definitely say it's not as good as the first one. The first one just had a little something,
Yeah.
but I the second one definitely ups the ante in a few points.
Mm.
But no, I watched those and I hadn't seen the second one. I'd seen the first one a few times. I'd only seen the second one like once or twice. And I remembered like two things about it. And I watched it last night and I was laughing hysterically through most of it. I just absolutely loved it. I had a good time.
Yeah. I miss movies where we have good times.
I miss, yeah.
You know, it's a good. Okay, so this isn't a good time movie, but it's one of it's quickly become one of my favorite movies.
What's that?
You know which one it is. It's The Sound of Freedom.
Oh, yeah. No, that movie is just,
Listen. I
Yeah.
think that maybe I've briefly talked about it on stream one time. I almost never talk about it on stream.
Mm.
Don't know why. It just never happens. But I could still, to this day, go on and on about that movie.
no, it is a spectacular film.
Angel Studios just
Now, if they would just get their heads on their butts and make the next episode of Homestead, that'd be great.
did they stop at 2?
Uh,
Because the movie was the first episode.
no, the movie was not the first. They actually made a series.
No, they said at the end of the movie that that's basically episode 1 of the series.
Okay, well, then they made 2 extra episodes on top of that, but they don't count the movie as episode 1. The beginning of the show, season 1, episode 1 is the actual first episode of the series, not the movie.
Oh, okay.
So even though the movie serves as episode 1, if I refer to episode 1 from here on out, I'm talking about the series, episode 1, not the movie.
Go on.
They only made like 2 episodes. And then they're like, okay, well, if you like it, show us by this and this and this. We'll make new. We haven't even produced the third one yet. It's like,
No.
how about you make a full series of television? Because that's the whole reason I got this app was to watch the show. That you
I-
got. What do you mean you didn't make the rest of the series?
I get what they're trying to do with basically weaponizing crowdfunding.
I get it, but at the same time, I have paid for a streaming service because I expected there to be a full season.
Yeah.
I did not, and am not super happy that they in fact are not giving me a full season. It's like, okay, how much longer am I going to have to wait? Another 9 months for them to shoot, edit, and release it? Like,
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, because shooting, as we know now, dabbling in this industry for the little bit that we did, yeah, not an easy endeavor.
no, but I definitely think a lot of actors complain too much, and it's not as hard as they make it out to be.
Well, we also don't do as much as they do. Now, I agree with you. I agree with you, especially when we have certain actors out there that equate acting and doing stunts to the same level of difficulty as like someone who's in war.
Yeah, I remember that one rapper. What was this? Lil Wayne?
It wasn't the rap.
Soldier Boy. Soldier Boy. I remember Soldier Boy telling, making a statement saying, "Every time I get on stage, I'm going to war."
No,
And it's like, no.
this was what I'm referring to as an actual actor in the middle of his divorce proceedings.
Which actor?
Tom Cruise actually said that he works just as hard, no, harder than that of a soldier in war.
Oh, gosh dang it, Tom.
One of a couple of different reasons why I boycotted his movies for so long. You were actually watching Tom Cruise movies with you.
Uh-huh.
The only reason is because you want to watch them, and I'm not paying for them.
Yeah, you also. But you know who you do support? You, buddy. Ezra Miller. You bought your ticket, my ticket. You love Ezra Miller. Support him 100%.
I do not love Ezra Miller. I hate Ezra Miller. Okay, I can't say as though I hate Ezra Miller because I don't really know him that much. But so far, his reputation, I'd rather pay for all of Tom Cruise's movies.
Well, you didn't. I did. You paid for all of Ezra Miller's movies.
No, I didn't. I technically paid for one.
Well,
of Ezra Miller.
let me rephrase that. I have paid for all the Tom Cruise movies we've ever gone and seen.
Mm-hmm.
You paid for all the Ezra Miller movies we've ever gone and seen.
That's fair. But I still hate.
You hate it, but it's true.
Yeah, that's
and you
fair.
hate it because
That's
it's
fair.
true, and that's what makes it funnier.
Wait a second.
So if I am guilty of supporting Tom Cruise with my money, fine, I will take that. I will bear that cross. Go get sized for your Ezra Miller cross, Tony. I hear they size you up in a flash. Cricket me all you want. Doesn't change the truth. You willfully, of your own volition, monetarily supported Ezra Miller.
Ezra Miller wasn't a good Flash. I have no idea why they picked him.
He isn't good anything.
He's not a good human.
Yeah, no, for real. Like, there's so many better actors they could have picked for the Flash.
Ezra Miller sucks at being a carbon-based life form.
He really does.
Now, yeah, I agree. Actually, Ian and I have spent literal hours
Yeah.
going through all the different actors that we could recast the Flash as.
We've come up with some really good ones.
Yeah, that guy from Reacher, I think, was still like
Yeah.
I think he'd be a really good up and coming.
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember his name though.
Me either, but we both know who we're talking about.
Yeah. Just the fact those punches that he threw, that was good stuff right there.
Yeah.
Now, Ezra Miller is Ezra Miller kind of a garbage human being. He didn't really play a good Flash. I don't know what the heck any of it was.
I don't know what else he's done career-wise either, and I don't really want to.
He was in
You know who okay, so I really dislike Ezra Miller. You know who else I really dislike on a similar level to Ezra Miller?
really quick.
Yeah.
He was in the Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Him trilogy.
Yes, he was. Justice Smith.
Who's Justice Smith?
Do you remember that film with the title I can't say, but it's about the magical black people? This is the American Society of Magical.
No, I've never even heard of this.
Oh, I'm going to show you this later. Did you see Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom?
Yes.
Do you remember the screaming black guy who's super effeminate?
Oh yeah, the sorcerer from Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah. Him.
Mm-hmm.
I cannot stand him as an actor. Anything he's in, it automatically just comes worse because he's in it.
I mean, I think
I cannot stand him.
I think that he's got potential.
No.
They just haven't put him. The problem with him is they keep typecasting him. This is actually a growing problem with Hollywood. Period. Is typecasting.
Mhm.
They're only doing that. So that kid, I think, just judging by some of the different things I've seen him in, I think he could actually pull off a really good character. And it's going to take me a little bit to figure it out, but
Nope.
they have him screaming everything like Shia LaBeouf.
Shia was better than him by a metric ton.
You're not wrong.
Like Shia actually proved. Like I don't know.
Well,
I
it's
cannot
because Shia could sit there and actually like fight back with the directors and say, "This is how this will be done."
I cannot stand Justice Smith. Everything. I actively go out of my way to avoid watching movies that have him in it, even if the movie itself might be good. His existence in it, I cannot. He's just the worst thing.
And you know what? That's fair because I can't think of off the top of my head of an actor that does that for me, but there's
Mhm.
always an actor, and I know that there's one that I have that whenever I see him, I'm just like immediately, this is gonna be trash now.
Yeah.
Like I will never enjoy anything with that actor in it because
Mhm.
of.
So, did you hear they're making a sequel to Top Gun Maverick?
No, they're making a sequel of. It's not Talladega Nights. It's
Days of Thunder, but no, they're making a Top Gun sequel.
they're making
third Top Gun.
a third one.
They're making a third one.
Oh, okay.
Here's
Days
the-
of Thunder. That's the one. Yeah,
I'd also be down to see a Days of Thunder sequel.
I am
'cause
so gonna watch that
Same.
one. I'm gonna break my no Tom Cruise rule and actually go watch that one because I really did like
Mhm.
Days of Thunder.
As did I. It's a really good movie. But no, they're making a third Top Gun movie. It's still super early. We're still I think we're at least 2 years out from it at this point. Like they've still got to do it, but like Top Gun 1, phenomenal. Top Gun 2, amazing. It's one of her favorite movies.
Yes.
Absolutely loves Top Gun Maverick. And rightly so. It is dude, that movie gave me and you both hope for the future when we were both pretty well and done with modern cinema. And we walked out of that movie, we felt as like better people. Like that movie made me and you both sit there for a couple minutes going, man, that was a really good movie.
To have practical effects,
a good story.
a good story,
Such a good story.
practical effects. Just, I mean, it was someone
They picked
who,
an amazing guy to play Goose's son. Miles Teller.
Miles Teller.
That was an amazing thing. However, that did launch my fanfare of one of my absolute favorite new actors, Glenn Powell.
Glenn Powell.
Hangman.
Yeah, Glenn Powell is actually really good. I liked. All right, so this is another one. Twisters.
Dude, me and you legitimately sat in that bar for half an hour and talked about selling all of our worldly possessions, buying a truck, and going to chase tornadoes together. For 20 minutes, we genuinely considered it.
I went in. You know what I really liked about that is I went in there wanting to hate that.
I remember, and you just walked out going, "Man, I want to hate it, but I
It's
can't." It was
like-
so good.
Like there's, I remember saying these words, which I almost never say about any movies. Like I can't think of a bad thing to say about this movie.
No, it was great. The soundtrack, great. You know what? I have a bad thing to say. You ready for my bad thing?
Mhm.
They only played "Ain't No Love in Oklahoma" once, and I wish they would have played it a couple more times. Because that song is addicting as crap.
Yeah, no, yeah, it went. I love the director quoted saying, "This isn't going to be an environmentalist message movie.
We're
This
just
is
trying to
going
make a good
be
movie."
entertaining."
Yeah, and me and you both were just like, it's like that Shia LaBeouf meme where it's just like,
Yeah.
that was literally me and you in the movie. We were both like, this was spectacular. I will take 3 more, please. Quite literally, at the bartender, the Thor from Thor movie. Another, give me another good movie.
Yes, and Glenn Powell's actually becoming a quick favorite. I would love to have seen him in. Now, there's a lot of people that are like, I want to see him as Booster Gold, which he totally could pull.
We
off
both talked
Booster-
about it. He's an amazing pick for it.
But now that I think about it, I want him to play Hal Jordan.
That would be an interesting one.
He's got the physique, he's got the face, he's got the attitude.
Okay, so I have a pick. I have a pick for him, and we would think of who he played in Maverick. I
Okay.
think he'd be a really good Guy Gardner. Just a smarmy, aggressive D-bag.
I mean, he probably could pull that off.
I think he would be a really,
All right,
really good.
we've talked about this before, but I want to talk about it on the stream.
Are we gonna do this?
The new Guy Gardner. Oh,
Nathan Fillion is Guy Gardner. I don't hate it. Nathan Fillion's haircut is Guy Gardner. Ooh, I understand he's had some rough haircuts in comics past, but he's had other cuts too. Y'all didn't have to do him like that. There are so many better options. That one's rough to look at. Like I feel like T.J. Miller and Deadpool you are hard to look at.
yeah. I agree that the new Guy Gardner look is which is actually the old Guy Gardner look. Here's the thing with that one. Here's my complaint with it.
Oh,
Because everyone's going on about it, like, oh, you wanted comic book accurate comic book accuracy. This is what comic book accuracy is. If you actually look at the comic books and look at the hair, I mean, yeah, my boy's got a bowl cut for sure, but he's got sides of
Yeah.
the head shaved bowl cut. You look at the picture, and I wish I could pull
he
it
looks
up.
like He looks like one of the Three Stooges.
Yeah, I would if I could pull it up.
If we could, yeah.
Right there, I would put together, and I want someone to do this. All right, if anyone wants to clip this and then do a side by side
Yeah.
comparison, you got the Guy Gardner, the Nathan Fillion Guy
Jamie,
Gardner hair.
Jamie, pull it up.
Jamie.
Jamie.
Anyways,
Jamie, pull up the
you got-
video about the grizzly bear mauling that guy.
you got the Nathan Fillion Guy Gardner
Yeah.
picture, right next to it.
Mhm.
Stick Coconut Head from Ned's Declassifieds.
Ooh.
Oh, you're
That's
picturing
harsh.
it. You're picturing
It's
it. 'cause
accurate, but it's harsh. Oh, buddy. Be nice.
that is exactly what they did to my boy Nathan Fillion.
All right, we got about 5 minutes left. I've got one last topic.
One last topic.
Demolition Ranch. You heard about him retiring?
I did. I started watching some of the video. I didn't get to the part where what his reasoning was. What is it? All right, for those of you guys at home that may not know, Demolition Ranch is a YouTube channel that's been on for several years now.
I believe he said he was doing it for 18 years.
Yeah. He started out by just like taking like little stupid videos that he did with his buddies, wasn't getting paid for it. Then all of a sudden he started getting paid for doing something, and he built it into this thing where he shoots guns and blah blah blah. Now I didn't watch like I said, I didn't get to the ending of the video, but why is he quitting?
He was in the video. He talks about how he's noticed he's like more and more. He's like, my kids won't be around forever. My kids aren't going to be in the house forever. I have done so much. I just want to spend time with my kids.
So he's going to end his YouTube career.
He's quit. He is retiring to. He's quite literally retiring to be a better father to his kids. That is quite literally like the most wholesome ending to his career we could have asked for.
Dude, it is
No controversies, no nothing. Matt is literally retiring from YouTube after making all of the money. And he is just retiring to be a better husband and father to his wife and father to his kids.
It's a much better retiring story than most of YouTube retires.
Agreed.
Because you get a closing out video of most YouTube channels. Well, I'm ending it. This is my last one because
Yeah.
of this reason, that reason,
And the cool thing is,
my heart's not in it anymore, and I'm just burned out, and
Yeah.
this, and this dude's just like, no, I totally could keep going and
yeah.
making more money, but honestly,
I just want to be around my kids. I just want to be a better father to my kids.
I just want to watch them grow.
And you know what? For what it's worth, I'm a little sad that Demo's going away. I'm not a huge fan of Demo's content. I used to be a lot, but I've definitely
Shifted.
I view Demo as like, you remember Skyrim skill trees?
I know what skill trees are, but I've never played Skyrim.
You know skill trees? He is the very first basic skill tree of GunTube.
Mm-hmm.
I then stopped using his skill tree and I went off into a specialized branch. So the content Demo makes
Brandon Herrera,
but then
and
the Grand Thumb, the administrative results,
yeah,
the trench grenade, those guys. I've definitely went into more of less of a fun, which that's a lot of what he does is fun basic education. Him and Kentucky Ballistics are like two sides of the same coin. Just fun, not a whole lot of education.
shoot things.
Basic, yeah, just fun fluff. They're dessert. They're the dessert of the gun world.
Mm-hmm.
You don't go there for nutrition. You don't go there for necessary. You go there because it's fun. Because it's light. It's fluffy. It's a souffle.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. That's not really what I consume. That's not really where I go. But even I can enjoy a good demo video here and there.
Mm-hmm.
Him retiring feels a little bit like if Iron Man is the godfather of the MCU, Demo's the godfather of GunTube. Demo did a lot of walking and crawling so that a lot of other people could walk and run.
Mm-hmm.
And GunTube would not be where it is today without without Demo Ranch. That isn't even remotely a controversial statement. He has done so much. He is such a good advocate for the community, from what I've heard. He's always, even though I don't always enjoy his content because it's a little more lighthearted than what I am typically looking for at times, a little more fanciful.
Mm-hmm.
He's a good advocate. He's really good to show people to get him into the community, get him into the space. And he's done a lot. I mean, 95% of the GunTube videos I watch are filmed on his gun range that he allows everyone to use. His bunker branding. I have like 3 of their T-shirts. So he's done a lot, and it does definitely feel like kind of like an end of an era. Like it feels like a new chapter is beginning.
Mm-hmm.
Like we're losing a bedrock of the GunTube community, which I say this like he's dying. He's not dying, and like I respect him, like kind of like riding off into the sunset.
Mm-hmm.
He's Thanos. He's sitting down to a grateful universe. He is doing that thing at the end of Infinity War where he just sits there and lets the sun rise on his face. That's what Demo's doing, and I have nothing but respect and admiration for the guy. I'm sad he's going. I understand why he's going. Maybe in like 10 years, when his kids are out of the house, or heck, maybe in 2 years when he decides he just can't handle the boredom anymore. I don't expect to. We could get the Matt Strikes Back.
Mm-hmm.
And I would be down to watch his coming back. The Unsub guys posted a podcast episode on Saturday and it was titled Demo Matt's Last Episode. So he's pretty much cleaving himself from all YouTube content, which I will say, more luck to you, Mr. Carricker. You made an impact on my life, and you made it better.
I have not seen any of his content, but my hat's off to this guy for that, because I'm not a big GunTuber guy.
Yeah,
But
that is definitely more my space
Yeah.
than yours.
my hat's off to that, because he did a really good job. I know I follow a lot of his YouTube partners
Mhm.
and whatnot, and I like the community that he helped build.
Yeah.
And I like what he does education wise, and the fact that he's retiring to just like devote himself to be a dad.
Yeah.
I can so relate to that.
I figured you of all
because
people would have like the most
like-
understanding and agreement with that.
that right there is like that would be my dream, is to be able to just like stay at home.
Be a stay-at-home dad.
No, not necessarily, but to be able to retire while my kids are still young enough.
Yeah.
My oldest boy, he's about out.
Yeah, good luck with him finding someplace to be around here. He may almost be out of high school, but he's not out of your
Dude,
house.
his
I guarantee.
his plan is like his plan's to go to the compound. Like, no, I'm not even joking.
That is like turbo based, and I
They-
am so here for
He,
it.
he told me, he goes, you know what? I think I'm gonna try like all of your guys' jobs out before I decide on what job I want. So he's like, I was like, what do you mean by that? And every parent in his life,
Mhm.
I say that because he's got multiple parents, but every parent in his life, he's like, yeah, I think I'm just gonna try each of your jobs out and see which one sticks.
Good for him. Good for him. Figure it out.
I'm like, what job are you talking? You think you're gonna be able to do all these? Actually, he could. This kid
Absolutely
is stupidly
could.
smart.
He is. It makes me so hard to believe he's your son.
I know, right? That's what I've been saying.
All right.
All right. Well, guys, it is that time of the hour. I am Tony. I was your host tonight, and hold on. Let's do the thing. It's the Blade.
No, he does not want a paid post-secondary education. No, you are not recruiting him. I know what you're doing, David. You are not.
You want a paid post-secondary education?
No.
no.
That is both me and Tony like doing the Vegeta and Goku to make Gogeta. No.
Let's see. Okay, let's get back. So
I chew
Blade-
in these end two. Shut up, David. Thank you for watching, David.
Blade is grandfather of the MCU, and he's canon now. This is true, actually. He is the grandfather.
This is true. I
Yeah.
said godfather, not grandfather, but
Yeah. I can see Ezra Miller as Guy Gardner. They were both underwhelming. This was my favorite episode of Dungeons and Dimwits. Yes, because of the title screen. Yes, okay. Well, back to wrapping up Mid-Hero Academia. I miss Overhaul. Yes. You know what? That actually wasn't a bad season of that show. Okay. All right, everyone. That's it. We've caught up the chat.
Mhm.
I have been your host, Tony, the guy pushing all the buttons because I got soundboards.
Damn it. And I have been Ian, the guy slapping his.
Hold on. I got you. This is a good one.
Slapping his hand every 5 seconds like a kid in a cookie jar.
Trying to stop him from pushing buttons. It's still on. I know, it went deeper. Now it's deeper.
All right, go on.
And as always,
It's your move.
Internet.